Hey, Gemini. Gemini, dear Gemini, what is Pluto doing in your chart and why and how come and what is going on? What is happening with you, my dear one? Well, Pluto is in the house. Pluto for Gemini is in the eighth house of power, procreation, sexuality. And if you haven't seen the Saturn reports, well, I touched on all of this stuff there. Basically, Pluto is going through Capricorn. Capricorn is your eighth house. If you are a sun, rising, or moon in Gemini, and even if you've got a lot of clustered Gemini planets, this is the report for you. By 2007, this is a big cycle. Short report, big cycle. 2007, you would have felt like you've had enough care and love from your contracts. You would have felt like, to a degree, you've had partnership and you had some kind of stability with another person. Now, by 2008, you would have decided that it was all wrong unless you could feel it and very strongly enjoy it. Okay? So that was the beginning of your sexuality. What is happening? Pluto is in your sexual zone. If you are not somebody who practices celibacy yet, if you are just somebody who really enjoys playing the field, poking around, seeing what's up, polyamory, all of that stuff, 2008 would have brought that wave into your life. It has also been a wave for some of us for expansion into deeper knowledge of esoteric worlds, deeper understanding of reality and nature and all of those amazing things that God has on offer for us through occult knowledge, okay? So basically what this has opened up is a whole big can of worms on which you're building yourself, okay? You're building yourself here. You are building who you are. You're really proclaiming yourself as this guru or as a sex symbol or some kind of a person that knows how power works, even though other people cannot perceive it. There is a system in place at the moment where you are possibly deluded or delighted through the void of independence. You are probably quite yes and no sure of who you are, who you've been, who you will be, who you've been in your past lives, maybe for some, who you've come to be through the fruition of your life, how you are in bed, how your body's sexy, how your body's sexy, anything like that. You would have completely come to the knowledge of your power. In some cases, for many of you, by 2009, because Gemini feeds fast, it seeds quickly, okay? By 2009, most of you would have had some kind of a kick towards higher knowings of the flesh and of the body that we're given, some kind of a inkling towards the otherworldly, or some kind of a passion towards the dark arts, or any kind of arts that really make you feel magic, okay? So what's going on with you, my dear? Pluto is going through your eighth house. By 2007, you would have felt okay, but kind of weak in your relationships. And by 2008, you would have jumped into it. You really would have jumped into something, okay? With another person, or would have been in a sack, or would have been some kind of a teaching. You would have found some kind of healing modality, or some kind of like astrology or numerology or something. You would have just jumped into it. And it would have felt like really good. 2009 would have felt completely aborting, like you just, oh goodness, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed about being with this person, or being really embarrassed about putting yourself out into the field of knowledge which you did not really understand or need. In 2010, you would have found yourself into a guru space where you're given a lot of information without which you think you cannot live. 2011, you would have given up and given it all away, but without which you wouldn't have been able to accumulate a whole new bunch of friends and a whole new bunch of information that came your way. 2011, you would have been free to explore and to do things on your own in some way, to be able to produce yourself into a brand new form, okay, to basically form shift in 2011 into a new version of yourself, without which you wouldn't be the you that you are today. 2012, you would have done a little bit of homework and you would have recognized how much you've changed yourself through other people and how much other people have helped your sexuality and your spiritual esoteric endeavors to flourish. 2013 would have been an annoying time because nobody would listen to you or really accept you sexually. Perhaps you would have gone into the field of knowing where nobody knew their stuff, but you felt that you had everything in your mind, or you felt you were very sexual, but nobody really suited your framework, or you couldn't really find success in the bedroom. 2014 would have been a very good time to understand why not. And this is because 2014 would have been bringing you a person or a lover or some kind of a system of knowledge which would completely discard all you've become. 2014 would have been just like, slap in the face, and you would have given it a try, whatever it was given to you. If you did not give it a try, if you shoved it away, then you wouldn't have flourished enough in that year. But, try to understand whatever happened in 2014 that gave you a slap was actually meant to be. 2015 was not meant to be for you. It did not really flourish. Your sexuality would have undergone a few changes and twerks and quirks, and you would have really understood a few things that you didn't really consider before with esoterics, but you didn't really get enough grit in this experience. You just got kind of like a parallel understanding of another dimension of your being. 2016, this year, would have been really great for you if you are classically trained martial artist. If you've had a lot of training and a lot of perseverance and especially classical thoughts towards tantra or anything like that, if you've been classically pursuing something with very high regard for a higher purpose or some kind of higher beings, okay, 2016 is and would give you a lot, okay? 2016 has got a lot for you if you can have the patience and the program to keep on diligently following. If you are a man especially, and woman, you can create a huge void within you if you cannot experience sexuality with a partner who's masterful. 2016 is about mastery of the esoteric realm and sexuality. 2017 will gain a different perspective. You'll find yourself in a very weird bond with somebody who does not deserve anything that you've been, but you're kind of okay. 2017 will bond you to an esoteric system, or sexually bond you to something that does not really feel that good, but will bring you something better eventually. 2018 will bring you experiences with people, many different people, and this could be a sexual thing, or it could be the renaissance of your soul, where you are connecting to people in an energetically pleasing way, in a tantric way perhaps as well. It is not a good time to involve other people in who you have become over the last few years, but just give them what you know and conciseness. 2019, so don't open up your mystery, but just provide them the information they need. 2019, give them up. Everything you've got that's still following you around, give it up, because it's not for you. If you've got anybody who's struggling to come to terms with a breakup from you, or that they're not receiving sexual intercourse from you anymore, 2019 is the way forward, okay? If you've got people looking to you like you're a big thing, but you're not, and you know you're not, it is not time to get them together under one roof. It is time to just let it all out and just become completely pure and, in a way, cynical about anything to do with sexuality, anything to do with power, anything to do with control and protrusion in the world of people. Because it's your chance for clear slate, my love. 2020, give yourself the time to radiate out in a whole new experience. Become completely unhinged like a child. 2020 will give you the feeling of sex with a soulmate, okay? Of some kind of esoteric knowledge that you cannot gain until that time of your life, maturity. 2021, give yourself time to go in, struggle if you need, don't struggle if you don't want. 2021 is basically free for all, but do not continue your quest for another. 2021 is basically your own freestyle. 2022, give yourself up to another. Okay, now this is a good time to go I need this energy, or I really need this thing from somebody, okay? I really need to reach out towards a guru, another system of being. I really need to learn more. I really need you, okay? Like, I really need you in my life. Say, if you've come to the knowing of somebody by that time who's been a real blessing in your life, you need to really own up to them and bring them into your reality closer. You know, if you're married by that time, or if you say struggling to find a mate, when you find somebody by then time, you will likely fall in love at first glance, or you will really surrender to that past experience with somebody, and you will really merge here. And you need to do that. 2023 is not the time for merging. It's the time for unraveling, and unraveling any kind of predictions that you've made for yourself before, what you thought would be, what you thought wouldn't be. It will all just come to the end of itself, and you will now look at your life in a huge expanse, not in this little box of you and me forever, or look, you guys, I found a book, it's got information, look, I've got information. It's not like that. It's like a huge expanse. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this forecast. Enjoy your Pluto transit, and thank you. If you'd like, you can subscribe, click like, say something nice or not very nice. Whatever you'd like to say to me now is fine. If you like, log on to my website and have a look at my information and blogs and things like that. And if you want, you can book a healing or a reading or whatever you want. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.